In addition to the range of preset curves that we've discussed so far, MicroStation provides a tool to place any conceivable planar curve as a NURBS. Now, if you use curves a lot, you will know what a NURBS is, but if you don't be too concerned. To develop a curve in this way, you can either use predefined curves or define a custom formula. The curve by formula uses trigonometric, hyperbolic, exponential, logarithmic, and power functions to create a wide variety of specific curves. Let's have a brief look at the curve by formula tool to see basically how it works. In the curves toolbox, this is the actual tool we need. When you select it, you'll see the curve by formula dialog window, and we need to load a specific file. So we go to File, Open File, and we need the curve.rsc file. Now, please note the path, which is different from the path you've been using recently. Same basic path. In my case, it's Program Data, Bentley, MicroStation V8i, Workspace, System, and Data. The ultimate subfolder you need is Data. Find the curve resource file, RSC, click on that, and we see the resource information displayed for us. Let's try a simple example. Click on number 3 item, General Quadratic. The formula for a general quadratic displays on the right-hand side, and when we say OK, it will transfer this information to the Curve by Formula dialog box. So we say OK, and that curve information displays in the Curve by Formula box. And now we can click on Place to place the actual curve. Doing so pops the curve onto the cursor, and we can data point to place the curve in the drawing. So it's fairly straightforward if you know which particular curve you want, and if you know the formula for that specific curve type. Having placed the curve, you can actually edit the information in the dialog box to change the shape of the curve. Simply click in here and edit, and place again, and place a different curve. So this is a very powerful tool, and this is as far as I'm going to go with it, because it is so powerful and so complex and so very specific to particular applications. But as always, please experiment with the different types of curves offered to you through the curves.rsc file, and experiment with changing some of the curve parameters in the Curve by Formula dialog box. Now I'm going to dismiss that and delete those curves. One last thing before we finish this particular video, and that is editing curves, or as the tool is called, modify curves. If you click and hold on that tool, you'll see that you can rebuild curves, extend curves, change directions, blend, and flatten curves. I'm not going into detail with these at all, but I would like you to experiment a little bit with some of these tools on the first curves that you drew in this video series. Because again, this is getting very complex and really beyond the scope of this particular Level 2 course.